Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Man, today we actually gonna be going through the UFO Reddit. Man, it is December 9th, 2024. It is 9:26 right now in Las Vegas, Nevada, right next to Area 51. You know, so right next to Area 51, man. That shit hits real near and dear to me right now. Uh, Funny enough how a lot of this shit is happening, but just specifically the reason why I wanted to get on today and go through the UFO Reddit is because there is a lot of posts going on about the drones and shit right now. And I honestly, it looked man-made, but honestly, it is a UFO nonetheless. So I mean, it makes a lot of sense why it's seen here right now. Most importantly, it's honestly one of the best sources of the information right now. Like most people that I know, they don't even really know this shit is going on. So in my office, the TV is always playing like with the news on. Typically, it's Fox. Not even gonna lie to you, but I mean, they maybe only have a couple 2 minute segments about the drones all day. Honestly, it's pretty crazy. And then when I bring it up to people, they don't even know, they don't even see it, they miss it. Most people are not aware of what's going on right now. So the fact that the UFO Reddit is one of the main sources of information, on top of being one of my absolute favorite threads right now, is the reason why we're going to go through the UFO Reddit. All right, so let's just see what's going on right now. Out of what I wanted to actually show you specifically here. Okay, so check this out. So we're just gonna go from top to bottom, man. Just see what's kind of popping off in the UFO space right now. So check this out. If y'all ain't seen this video already, listen to all the government agencies that have been looking at the drone situation and taking it seriously, man. Check this out.
The drones in New Jersey, in Morris County. 20, I don't know how many mayors sent a letter to you this morning asking for a clarification. What can you tell us? What is going on, and why is it taking so long to come up with an explanation?
Yeah, it's a good. I don't blame people for being frustrated. Let me say, most importantly, right up front, we see no evidence, and I say we, this includes Homeland Security, FBI, Secret Service, our state police, authorities at all levels of government. The most important point to say is we don't see any concern for public safety. That's number one. Number two, having said that, it's really frustrating that we don't have more answers as to where they're coming from and why they're doing what they're doing. We had last night 49 sightings. I think 20 of them were over Hunterdon. Now those include, I think I saw one mistaken a fixed-wing aircraft, a plane, a small Piper Cub, for instance, for a drone, or you saw one and that counts, and then I saw the same one and that counts. So we think these are overstated, but it's a non-zero number. I was on with the White House and Homeland Security leadership literally at the very top yesterday for pretty much all day. I'm hoping we'll get answers sooner than later. I would just ask folks to continue to let the FBI or their local law enforcement know when they see something, and we'll continue to do everything we can with our federal partners to get clearer answers.
Absolute mystery. Absolute mystery. They have no idea what this shit is. I mean, like, have we ever seen something like this ever? Like, when are we not at least able to identify what the fuck this is? Like, we already knew the balloon was from China. We already knew it was a balloon. We already knew it was collecting sensitive information. But how, most importantly, how do we not know where the goddamn drones are coming from? Like, why aren't we just following the drone? That is a non-hostile tactic that you can easily use to go ahead and like fight off these goddamn drones. Not fight them off, but at least go find out where they are. Like, this is ridiculous. So are they outrunning our fighter jets and whatever artillery we got over there right next to Washington? That's where Langley is. They flying over Langley. That's supposed to go protect Washington. So I mean, they gotta have some of our best machinery. So are they really outpacing like our best machinery? Like that's our best machinery. I mean, that's the easiest route, just to follow them. Let's just follow them. Let's just follow them. So, I'm gonna play the rest of this video here. All right, at 1 minute 30 seconds. We're gonna listen to a little bit more of this. Give me a second.
Why is it so hard to get answers?
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. And, you know, we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here. This is something we're taking deadly seriously. We've gotten good cooperation out of the feds, but we need more, and that was my plea.
Finally, how long?
Here, this is something we're taking deadly seriously.
Deadly
We've gotten
serious.
good cooperation out of the feds, but we need more, and that was my plea.
Finally, how long?
FBI.
How much longer do you think
I
it's gonna take?
don't know, but if we have news, I'll let you know. The minute we know something, I'm not going to hide it under a bushel.
Governor, you're going to have people
Now-
saying, you know, I saw a drone and it
Now-
was spraying something.
The crazy thing about that, with all those government agencies taking this so serious, there's no way this is a private entity doing this. Because at this point, you violated airspace so much. I mean, that's federal prison that you fucking with now. Whoever did this, you facing federal time. There's no way this is a private entity being this stupid. Are you serious? It's no way it's a private entity being this dumb. It has to be adversarial. And then, you know, it's things floating around about how it might be trying to cause mass hysteria. Thing is that it hasn't floated around the news enough to look like a psyop. You know, the government hasn't been trying to distract us from this. I'm sorry, they're not trying to distract us with this, but they are trying to distract us from this, just because they're really trying to keep it under wraps. And I won't discount it and say that they're trying to necessarily hide it, because I don't see them hiding it necessarily. They're just keeping it on the low, if you figure that's the same thing. But I don't see a cover up. A lot of people say that they might know where these may come from. The government already knows where these may come from. I don't know, potentially. And maybe it is another country. And they just don't want to escalate things, because if things have come to United States soil, you know, national security would probably determine that that's a worst case scenario for us. You know, if you really think about it. I mean, once things hit our soil, I mean, things are pretty dirty. I mean, when's the last time an attack has hit U.S. soil? In the midst of actual war, you know. So, because we are in a conflict with Russia. So I mean, everything is on the table. Typically, I say UFOs is the last thing on the table here. But this is extremely interesting, though, and it goes into the topic, and it is definitely into the topic.
Thing where I saw a drone crash in my yard and it set off an alarm when I tried to go near it. There's a lot of fear amongst New Jersey residents. I mean, what is your message?
Well, the message I just gave. But by the way, we're not aware of any nefarious drone that has crashed, or if there is one that's crashed, could someone please call me and let me know where that is? There are a couple of rumored downings for one reason or another. One of them was a toy. The other one was never found. But having our hands on equipment that's on the ground would be helpful, no question.
So not really useful in the end of that.